That shit gonna stick with man. I do you one better, man. I remember one time you told me this something that stuck with me. Around the time that I first started TikToking, I remember these are the words you used. You said, "Man, you gotta be realistic, dog." And those two words, I was like, I'm vowing to prove him wrong from here on out. I'm vowing to prove. He told me to be realistic. Now I'm finna fuck this shit up.
Hey, and for the motherfucking record, I was the same nigga on my dog line. Bro, you got a million views. Views. Like I'm the same. See, but bro, you gotta understand. At that time, I thought I was being a good friend by telling him, bro, you need to be. Cause I'm glad this came up. Cause this goes into the whole. You need to tell your friends they're a trash rapper. Blah blah blah.
Mm-hmm.
Like, bro.
Alright, so as you were saying, right back into it, has nothing to do with the motivational speaking, nothing to do with the countdown, but 2022, as happy as it did end on some people's notes off of the deaths and stuff, it did end very sadly. And I want to point out this Twitch situation, the one who was the DJ for the Ellen DeGeneres show, and he committed suicide. Man, listen. Find help any type of way you can, dog. Find help any type of way you can. The reason I'm even bringing this up is because when I mentioned the motivational speaker stuff, the thing that I didn't tell you when we was like talking about it before is that it's because it's like, man, I low key kind of felt like quitting a little bit, like, cause you know TikTok shit was like it was going cool, but like videos wasn't making as many views as I wanted them to. And then the fucking YouTube shit, you see what I be doing sometimes, and it was like, man, so you know what I did, bro? I went and I just searched up motivational speaker and stuff, and that helped me. That helped me get into a headspace of like, nah, fuck all this, fuck who not watching. I appreciate the people who is, and we gonna keep doing this shit, type shit.
Nah, real shit. I felt that same shit. I'm gonna say probably November. It was just really hitting me November. Like, man, ain't shit really cracking off. Like, what the fuck? Like, what is we doing this shit for? I said, man, I'm finna get into it with my kids. Like, not that I ain't been into it with my kids, but I'm like, man, I can't, I can't do this. I can't do that. I feel like this ain't popping. I feel like, man, I'm just finna lock in with my kids. Like, oh, I ain't popping out. I ain't going. I'm chilling with my kids. Nah, I don't need nobody to watch them. I'll watch them. Like, I just really locked in with my kids, and like that shit just made a nigga realize, like, bro, my dreams is there for me to achieve, but as long as I'm taking care of what's in front of my face every day, like I got time to chase. Not that I got time to chase my dreams, but it don't matter if it don't happen this day, this month, or this year. Like, I'm taking care of what I need to take care of so I can keep chasing that dream. Because if you ain't taking care of what's in front of your face, chasing a dream, that's when that shit gets to the point where it's like, what the fuck are you doing this for? That's when it get to that point. But man, you taking care of your shit, you handling your business, and at the same time chasing your dream, God ain't got no choice but to bless you with that.
Nah, facts. So all that being said, did you see how it was the motivational speaker? For me, it was his kids. For him, there's no way you can tell me that there was absolutely no help. There was no way they can be helped. There's something out there, man. You just gotta go find it. You gotta find the strength in yourself to go find that help, dog. Go find that help by any means necessary. Talk to somebody. If you gotta go out into the woods one day and scream to the top of your lungs and talk to dirt and grass and animals.
Nah, real shit.
Do that.
No,
do that.
Bro, listen, man. Don't be ashamed of what you gotta do to get you through the day. That's some shit I learned. Don't be ashamed of what you got to do to get you through the day, because at the end of the day, you don't know what got motherfuckers around here smiling.
Mm-hmm.
Motherfuckers out here doing all type of crazy shit that's putting a smile on their face. So it's like, you know, don't do no wild, crazy, X-rated shit, but like, man, don't limit yourself to your happiness. Like, if that person not making you happy, bro, leave them. If that job not making you happy, bro, leave it. If that drug, if that addiction you got that's not making you happy, leave it. Because at the end of the day, like he said, we got the choice. We have the choice to make this shit what we wanted. Yeah, we probably can't wake up and go get $1 million that same day, but it's like we could put the mindset and the effort to get it one day. And money, we need to learn that money just doesn't equate to happiness, bro. Because imagine if you was the richest you was and you lost every close family member you had. Like every immediate family member you had, you lost them in some type of way. Some died, some moved away, some went to jail, some stopped talking to you. Like imagine if that happened. That money wouldn't mean nothing to you. It'll mean something, but it wouldn't mean nothing to you. So it's like, I feel like we
honestly, you can do everything with that money that will remind you that you ain't got nobody around.
Exactly. So we need to, going into 2023, man, if you have a financial goal, okay, great. You have a financial goal, but don't make money the basis of what your year gonna be. Because if you don't make no money, then technically your year failed. Or if you don't make what you thought you should make, then your year gonna fail.
What you need to do, guys, is put more of your focus not into money, but into action. That's it. And just do it.
Making money is an action. By definition, that shit is an action.
This is technically true. This is technically true. So and I have nothing to say back.
G shit, bro. He just confirmed what I said. Don't set your goals on doing the action. It's like saying your New Year's resolution is to think. Okay, you're gonna do that. You're gonna make some money. You get a job at McDonald's, you're gonna make some money.
So how can I put this in a way that doesn't mean that?
No, I'm agreeing. Like, I'm agreeing. Like, just do the action. Just do it.
Yeah. Just do it. Okay, then yeah. Just fucking do it, man. Get up and do it. And if y'all, hey, Steve Harvey said something that was crazy. Bro said, if you need it, why you don't just ask?
By God, right?
Yeah.
And I did that. I swear to God, I was at the bathroom. I said, Lord, I need you to bless me with some money. Lord, I need some money. And if you need me to be specific, I'm talking like 5 figures plus. I'm talking 5 figures plus, Lord, if we keeping it G with each other.
Mm-hmm.
Cause for real, it's like shit, I'm putting in the action, I'm working, I'm getting up, I'm working, I'm doing. So it's like, yeah, I haven't asked you for nothing, actually. Yeah. I didn't tell you what I wanted for Christmas, big guy.
I didn't tell you that. I was like, nah, let me start being specific with you, because
closed mouth don't get fed.
Closed mouth don't get fed,
and
man.
that applies spiritually, too.
It is said that if you ask, you shall receive. And it's like,
hello. Hello.
So it's like, nah, facts. And honestly, not even just God, man. If you, listen, man, put that pride to the side. If you got somebody you got something, you know somebody can invest in you, and the only thing that's stopping you from doing that is asking, man,
it's like you a fool if you don't. And bro, I learned that from my dad. My dad always taught me, like, son, if you need help, why don't you just ask? He said, you think people care about the face you making? You think people care about, like, how you acting like you this or acting like you that? Or it's like, bro, nobody cares what they see. But if you come up and you ask somebody, you say something, yeah, that's when people gonna pay attention to
That's
it.
when people gonna pay attention.
But don't nobody care about your little fuck the world attitude or like thing. And you know, I'm kind of glad we got on this topic
Mm-hmm.
because it's like, man, you know, as men especially, bro, we gotta stop looking at other men's success and like feeling entitled to it because we know them or we fuck with them or just anything. Like you we gotta stop doing that. And I say we because it's a we thing. It's every man do it. Like whether he wanna say it or not, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Every man feel like if somebody he close with on something, he should be on it too. Or they should at least offer him to be on it and give him this, you know, no, I'm cool or whatever like that. Like I get it out the mud on my own. But it's like, bro, everybody just needs to understand. Like me and you, we known each other over a decade. I understand that if he figures out a way to make $1 million, he's not entitled to teach me how to do it. He should, because we known each other for over a decade, but he doesn't have to. And if he doesn't, he's still gonna be my friend. I might get drunk and talk a little shit. I'm not even gonna lie to you, but he's still gonna be my buddy. He's still gonna be my dog. I'm not gonna try to do nothing to him or take nothing from him. But being a man, I'm gonna be honest and say, yeah, I might talk a little shit about him because I thought he was my dog. I thought he would show me that. The whole time, he trying to figure out a way where, how could I put 50,000 down, flip that shit to 250, and then give it to my dog and say, bro, this is what you do. And I'm sitting over here crying about the little 10,000 I wanted my dog to throw me.
That's crazy you say that. That's crazy you say that, because that really be what it is sometimes. Like, niggas be like, just hold on, like, let me really get it right first. Like,
shit.
I know you may see that I look like I got it right, but I'm trying to get that shit perfect before I bring it to you.
Because I don't want it to fail. Because I don't want it to fail on you. I fuck with you enough to where, bro,
Exactly.
I don't want you to come into this shit having to think. I just want you to do what I tell you to do.
Just do what I tell you to do, man. I already did the failing, so now I just know to tell you. If a teacher goes to school, well, a prospective teacher goes to school to become a teacher, and they keep failing the test, they never gonna become a teacher. They not gonna let them do it. It's like, no, you cannot. You keep failing the test. We can't let you teach. So it's like, nah. If I'm gonna keep failing, how can I bring my dog in?
That's real shit.
That's real shit, man. So it's like, and that's just to say, yeah, man. Ooh, but then I seen somebody say this on, I think it was actually M1 Hound. I seen her. She said, shout out to M1 Hound. She said,
Kansas City.
dudes get mad when you don't want to make money with them. Because there are...
I feel that.
And it's funny because you low-key kind of said it. You low-key kind of said it, like, there are some times where it's like, hey, you want to do this with me? And it's like, nah, you know what? I'm going to get it on my own type of shit.
Because it be... I got an example on how a nigga got mad at me because I didn't want to make money with him. But... about that subject, bro, sometimes it just literally be, one, I don't fuck with you like that, so I'm cool. Like, it could be $30 trillion, bro, I'm good. If it's really that, go make that.
Facts.
If it's really that, go make that.
I'm gonna be proud of you, bro.
Exactly. And two, it could be on the other hand, I could fuck with you so much the way it's like, look, if this shit goes sour, it's gonna really fuck me over, and it might alter our relationship. So I'm cool off that. And the situation I was talking about, what, like, pretty much a dude, this is back when I was doing what I was doing, he found out I was doing what I was doing, and he was like, hey, I do the same thing too, like, you know, come fuck with me, da 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 da. I'm like, you know, I appreciate it, but like, you know, I'm kind of doing my own thing. And then he said, well, shoot, how much, you know, like, what you got on you? I'm thinking he trying to, like, you know, just cop, just, you know, see what I got on me. So I'm like, oh, I got a little bit of this, got a little bit of that. He like, shit, give me all of it. I was like, alright, it's gonna be da 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 this price. He said, alright, cool. where you stay? And I'm like, time out. Oh, see now, this the difference between breaking news and sitting on a podcast telling the story.
Yeah.
I'm literally gonna tell y'all the difference. Why would he try to go from trying to buy weed from me at first, let me know he sells weed and I should like sell weed for him, and then now all of a sudden he wants to buy out all my inventory. I haven't seen this guy in years.
That's crazy.
It's like just
it
was just like, I'm gonna block your number, bro.
If you were being legit, I'd rather not know.
That was 0% legit. I was gonna get robbed. Man. For sure, I was gonna get robbed. But that's okay though, because I saw it a mile away, and that's why I said that's the difference between breaking news and sitting down talking on the podcast. You gotta understand when you maneuvering in them situations, you got niggas that's been doing this shit for a couple of months, and you got niggas that's been doing this shit for a couple of years. That nigga I was fucking with was old enough to be doing this shit for like a couple of decades, type shit. So it's like, he felt like that just would have been enough to get me, but it wasn't, because I don't move for money. I know the likelihood of me making $1,000 from a sale is unlikely at the rate that I'm going right now.
Right.
And I know if I do make that sale, it's not gonna come from you.
There is a such thing as it's too good to be true.
It's too good to be true. So yeah, man, it's just sometimes shit go from you wanting to make niggas wanting to make money with you to niggas the whole time they trying to rob you. So that's where that whole thing come from. It's just you can't be. And I even experienced one time, I tried to make money with a nigga. The nigga ain't want to make money with me whole time. It was because the nigga did some flake shit behind my back. So it's like, it be that too. So it's like, it be a whole lot of shit when the motherfuckers say they don't want to make no money with you.
Hey man.
That's why you usually turn to beef.
We ain't beefing about money, what we beefing about, man. Shit. Nah, man, that's a lot of lessons learned in 2022. A lot of lessons learned in 2022. Not too much more than the lessons learned in 2021, though, to be honest. Yeah. So it's like, man, every year just gotta, whew. Yeah. Every year shit just gotta keep going the way it need to go.
Yeah, and stay out the way. If you ever want to see the year after the next year, you gotta stay out the way.
Elaborate, man.
Nah, man. Sometimes you gotta realize, like, okay, that year I got away with a lot of shit that year. Or I did X amount of things that year. I'm gonna do some of those things this year. But I'm not gonna do all them things this year. And some of those things that I'm gonna do them a tad bit smarter than I did last year. Or I'm gonna realize I probably shouldn't even do those at all.
Facts. I was gonna say, man, sometimes being disruptive is what makes you, is what get you rich.
No, and this is true. It's just, man, every year you just gotta literally move smarter. And it's like,
no, most definitely.
I hate saying that because it's so cliche, but it's like, bro, like, I can't cap on how smart it is to move smart. Like, bro, you gotta understand, like, you gotta look like, okay, what's going on with this situation? It's not that I'm a pussy or nothing, but let me just not insert myself. Let me just stay back a little bit until whatever that is clear up, or it's just too many niggas that look like they know each other right there. Let me just actually go to this other spot, because I don't want no type of confrontations, no misunderstandings. It's not that I'm scared. I just don't want to be in a position where I have to do anything to somebody.
Listen, man.
And I don't want nobody to have to do nothing to me.
Takeoff got shot because of an argument he wasn't even part of. That's the thing. That's the thing for me. So when it comes down to it, if I'm choosing my environments and my settings, that's what I'm. How likely in this group that I can see? How likely? I'm not even gonna lie. Low key, probably stereotypical.
No, and
Judgmental, which is not a good thing, but it's like, nah. I'll look at a crowd and I'll be like, how likely? When I walk through here, how likely is it that somebody's gonna have a problem with something? And that's the type of that the world we live in. Like that's the type of mindset you have to have when you go places.
Exactly.
Sometimes, like,
and it's
go out
nothing
in public.
wrong with that because it's like, okay, be tough. Be tough and walk in that crowd and one of them niggas got a knife and you don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Be tough. Or you could just walk the fuck around the crowd. Or, alright, let me cross this street. Now, if niggas still get in your ass when you try to avoid it, okay, you just gotta defend yourself.
Yeah, you gotta do it.
It's like, it's no way around it. You gotta defend yourself.
Fight or flight.
Exactly. You know, some niggas got it, some niggas don't. But listen, man.
I remember I was watching this little video on the internet and it was this girl and this dude and like they was walking and
Oh,
like,
the dude slapped the girl ass.
like rubbed all over like now at that moment yeah man in that moment it was only 3 of those guys, so me being me I most likely would have said something. Me being me in the past me probably wouldn't have said anything. But the today me who just is like, nah, nowadays, if a nigga try you, he's probably not gonna stop type stuff. For some reason, the world is way smaller.
Yeah.
So
we're
it's
different
like,
nowadays. Like, and that's crazy you bring that up, bro, because honestly, a nigga do that to me off top. It don't matter if it was me back in the day with a gun, without a gun. It don't matter. I would have did something. I would have said something. Like, that, I don't play by.
nah.
But just speaking on that in general, like, today, yes, it's a different type of day. It's like, if somebody call you a bitch in the gas station, they probably gonna follow you out to the car if you don't stop that shit in the gas station. Like, they probably gonna wind up breaking your windshield if you just keep walking away and not doing anything about the situation. So it's like, nowadays, like, the menaces are different. Like, the people that fuck with you, they're different. They really fuck with you.
The world is prison, like, and this
Exactly,
prison
the world has a prison mentality.
It's an old prison mentality, and if somebody smell bitch on you, they gon' get that. They gonna get that. They gonna get that, man. That's why it's like I don't try to put on like a tough guy facade when I go places, but I know for a fact that like if I'm somewhere, like especially somewhere like a certain type of place, I probably have like a mean mug on my face, type shit. Simply because again.
Nah, but that's the thing, like, bro, it's real deal. Niggas be trying to act like you can't or whatever it is, but, bro, you go down to the city, you go in certain places in the city, bro, you can't go there like
la-di-da smiling.
Like, yeah, like, you can't go there like bullshit, because niggas gon' what? Weird ass nigga, like, niggas gon' get on you some way, somehow. So it's like, yeah, bro, like, you can't let your guard down. Like, you gotta keep the little mug on.
Nah, yeah.
You gotta keep it on. Crack a smile when something funny. You know, show motherfuckers you a human, but
yeah. I'm still me. You know, still gonna laugh at the joke, but at the end of the day, it's like I'm watching all you motherfuckers.
So what's one thing you feel like you learned from 2020? Like, what's one thing 2020 taught you that you gonna take into 2023?
Man. One thing that I've actually heard a lot of these motivational speakers say, and now I say it like a lot of my fans when I be on live and stuff, is, man, fuck everybody. Like, for real, fuck everybody. And that goes deeper than just saying, I don't care what you think. I don't care what this person says. Nah, you gotta get to the point of fuck everybody where if you believe in something and your mama come in front of you and say, no, you can't do that shit. You gotta look her in her eyes and say, nah, fuck you, I'm gonna do it. Type shit. Like, it doesn't matter who it is. Because one thing about it is, the devil ain't gonna use somebody that you ain't gonna listen to. The devil ain't gonna use somebody that you ain't gonna listen to. If you walking down the street and a random dude say, man, I seen your podcast, man, that shit trash. You gonna be like, nigga, who are you? Like,
I'm gonna feel good that you said that.
It's like G shit. Like, damn, you seen my podcast, but who else? Who else done seen it? But then you got somebody who like close to you, like a brother or something. And I ain't gonna lie, man, you need to quit that podcast shit. But I see what you doing, and that shit ain't for you. Well, that shit gonna stick with you no matter how much you try to play in your face that it's not. That shit gonna stick with you forever. That shit gonna stick with you. Man, I'll do you one better, man. I remember one time you told me this is something that stuck with me. Around the time that I first started TikToking, I remember these are the words you used. You said, man, you gotta be realistic, dog. And those 2 words, I was like, I'm vowing to prove him wrong from here on out. I'm vowing to prove. He told me to be realistic. Now I'm finna fuck this shit up.
Hey, and for the motherfucking record, I was the same nigga on my dog line. Bro, you got a million views. You got a million views. Like, I'm the same. See, but bro, you gotta understand. At that time, I thought I was being a good friend by telling him, bro, you need to be. Because I'm glad this came up. Because this goes into the whole, you need to tell your friends they're a trash rapper, blah, blah, blah. Like, bro, I tried to give my honest opinion on what I thought, what I believed he can do. But he showed me that, dog, you can't put me in this.
Shit.
He showed me that. And from that day forward, have I said, no, don't do that, bro?
Nah.
Have I not encouraged every fucking thing you wanted to do from there?
Look where we at, man.
Bro,
Look
like,
where we at, dog.
that's a life, bro. That's a lifetime lesson I learned, man. You could tell your dog how you feel, or you can tell him the truth. And the truth is, you should keep going. Keep pushing. You should keep going. That's the truth. Stop telling your friends how you feel. You feel like you can't, because guess what? I don't make TikToks. So that was some shit I was exploiting on you that I ain't realized. I felt like, projecting. I felt like because I couldn't do it, he couldn't do it. But it's the total complete opposite. Just because I can't do it, he can do it. It's like, man, for real, stop hating on your dogs. I'm going to say what it is. Stop hating on your dogs, man. Stop hating on your dogs.
Again, like you said, you was telling me something that you felt I needed to hear. And you're right. Low key, I did need to hear that. I did need to hear it so I could show you what you needed to see.
Exactly.
So I could show you what you needed to see, man. Like, nah. That's why I say, it doesn't matter who it is. God, bro, the devil.
I hope y'all got to this part. I really hope y'all got to this part, man.
Nah, man, because this really some real shit. Like, I actually never told him this, so that's why he reacted like this.
Yeah.
Like, those 2 words, bro, you gotta be realistic. That shit stuck with me from like October 2021 all the way to now. But that's why it's like, that's why we moving the way we moving now, because like I started moving a certain type of way that's like, nah, let me show him this so that he can see, nah, we can do this. I did it by myself, imagine what we could do.
Exactly, man. I said, oh shit, hold up. You could do this? Alright, let me hop behind that camera then.
And this is what we was talking, we was talking about earlier. Once it starts going right, bring your fucking dog in. Yeah, bring your dog in. Cause again, I don't work the camera. He do. I got all the creative shit in my head. I ain't got time to find out how to work the camera. I'm editing. That's what I'm doing. I ain't got time to figure out how to work the camera. But he do.
And it's gonna get to the point, niggas gonna get to that editing point where it's like, hey dog, I got that camera, I got that editor, man. Create. Go find us some guests. Go mingle and jingle. Let me record it.
Nah, G shit,
Like, for
man.
real, man. You gotta.
Once the vision is set in stone, and you gotta have a vision. That's
key.
That's key right there.
And that has nothing to do with a mansion at the end of the day, a Bentley. That has nothing to do with that, man.
It has nothing.
Tell them what a vision is.
Hey, bro.
Cause people be getting it like confused. Like,
I'm not even gonna lie. I might put this clip first. This shit might be out of order.
Nah, it's
This shit might be out of order, bro.
Yeah,
Cause
nah. So that means clip it up then.
Yeah. Well, we just gonna have to clip this shit up, cause like the shit that we saying right now. Listen, man. A vision is not cars. A vision is not. It's not a house. It's not. Oh man, I got this vision of man. We finna be in this big house. We gonna have a big screen TV. No, that's not a vision. That's a dream. That's not real yet. That's not real. That's not something you know. A vision is a set of goals, not just one. It's a set of goals that are intangible. You can touch a house, but you can't touch the way somebody feel. You can't touch the impact that you put on somebody's life. You can't touch the impact that you put on the world. You can't touch that. And that's a vision. A vision is figuring out what you gonna do to disrupt the status quo and put your name on fucking history type shit. Like, that's a vision. Some people just have a vision of they marking history is taking care of their family and making sure that their last name carries. That's their vision. And at the end of the day, perfect. But then some people got a vision that's like, no, I want this name, this last name, the Maxwell last name, the Collier last name, those need to be immortal. Those names need to be immortal. Like, I don't want a big ass house. I want a big ass platform. I don't want no fast ass car. I want like a fast moving company that will like make sure that everything that I actually need in my life to keep my vision alive is gonna keep happening. That's a fucking vision. Stop trying to, man, if your goal is to make $100,000 just because you want a house, boy, you're gonna die trying to make that $100,000. You're gonna die trying to make that $100,000. Now, I don't mean to keep bringing up TikTok, but I'm gonna bring up TikTok again. I remember in February, my goal to make off of social media was $20. That was February. My goal was to make $20 off social media in a month, because I was like, okay, cool, that's a start. And then I did it, and I realized, well, I'm glad for it, but that wasn't shit. Let's try to get some more. The next goal was about $100 or $150. Next thing you know, it turned into $3. Next thing you know, it turned into $6. Now the goal is like $1,200 a month. Like, that's what I'm trying to get a month. Like, so this is the vision. The vision is never steady. The vision is never fucking one thing. That's what I'm trying to get to, man. Like, it's really not. I feel like I said a lot, man. I feel like I said a lot.
It's not many times Luke just go in on, you know, some shit that you feel
Nah,
type of way about,
man. That is because people got their priorities out of order, dog. People got their priorities out of order. Like, it's that's why I hate jobs so much. Because getting a job will really cloud your vision. It'll cloud a vision you didn't even know you had. Why do you hate your job so much? Because it's not the vision that you didn't know you had. It's not the vision that you didn't know you had yet. And now you gotta do some self-reflecting to figure out what your vision really even is.
And it's so clouded because of the job.
It's so clouded because of that job. Now, some of us, we have jobs, but look, once we clocked out, we here. Got my paycheck, spent it on fucking shirts to try to promote. Like, this is what we be talking about. Like, do it. This is what we mean when we say do it. Just do it, man. Just fucking do it, dog. Like, fuck everybody and just do it. Those are my 2 top 2022 lessons. 2 top 2022 lessons. Fuck everybody and just do it.
Yeah. And I would say mine is let that shit go. Let that shit go, man. You know? Like, I ain't trying to be funny enough, but it's like, you had a bad day, let that shit go. You lost your wallet, look for it, can't find it, let that shit go. Your car broke down, gotta fix it, so let that shit go. Like,
you gotta fix it. What you crying for?
Don't spend time, especially on something that can be replaced. Oh, never spend time crying about something that can be replaced. Because at the end of the day, you could be spending time on figuring out, okay, how can I replace what I just had to spend versus the fact that I gotta replace my engine. Like, nigga, you got to get the engine. You either get an engine or a new car. You could look at it from that standpoint. Shit, I could just go get a new car then. It's like, you really gotta let shit go in life, man, because that's the only way you really gonna, like, your vision not gonna be clouded. Like bro said, like, a lot of times our visions be clouded. You add a job on top of
everything else you worrying about.
Bro, like, everything else you worrying about. It's like, shit, okay, I'm gonna smoke, I'm gonna drink, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna pop this, or people might not even do drugs, whatever. They might have a whole nother outlet of a way they waste their money or waste their time or whatever, because it's not always drugs. It's not always gambling. Like, people have a whole lot of ways of just fucking up their money because they feel some type of way about themselves or what they going through. But once you realize, like, man, if I let this shit go, then I won't be harming myself or harming my finances or my body or whatever the case may be. It's like, the quicker we let things go, the quicker we could get to where the fuck we really need to be. And this time, because in 2022, it was a whole lot of, like, a whole lot of fucking cuddling going on. Like, a whole lot of cuddling going on with different narratives. Just a whole bunch of different narratives. 50-50, this, that. Just a whole lot of unnecessary, like, just fucking conversations about stupid shit. Like, 2023, yo, if somebody want to have 3 girlfriends, who cares? If anybody want to do anything that's outrageous to you and what you believe in and what you think, who fucking cares? Let's get to the meat and potatoes, the real issues that we got going on. No more having podcasts over bullshit. We'll talk about the little celebrity stuff. Okay, cool. But it's like, no more of just the different narratives that, like, who gives a fuck? It's a perspective and a perception of a time we ain't got no type of way of knowing how long we here. So spend your time how you want to spend your time.
It's free to mind your fucking business.
Free 99. I ain't get none of this. I ain't get none of this by minding nobody else's business. You bought anything you got on by minding somebody else's business?
Nah. I minded my own listen.
Hello.
And I learned minding my own business. Actually, that's probably one of the earlier things I've learned
in life, right?
In life, that was one of the earlier things I learned, because I started, and when I mean early, I don't mean early like middle school. I mean early as in like 18, 19 type shit. Like, I was like 18, 19 years old when I really started to realize, like, you know what? I'm mind my fucking business, dog. I'm mind my fucking business at all times. I remember I was talking to Mr. I was talking to Mr. after a band practice one time. Shout out to Mr. man.
Shout out to Mr.
Mr. Hughes.
Yeah, man. Legendary. That guy's legendary.
Legendary Mr. Hughes, man. The thing, like, hey, that's a whole nother podcast and shit. Maybe we can get him in here one day. Shit. But I was talking to him. He was like, look, man, this how I be talking to people when they be telling me stuff about their life. What? Wow. Ooh, that's crazy. Man. And then at the end of the day, they can't say I said shit. I was like, facts. And that's a surefire way to mind your own fucking business, bro. I remember one time I told somebody, I asked somebody a question about somebody, they answered that question and it started going into something else. I said, whoa, you don't have to tell me that part. That's their business. I only asked about one thing. You ain't even gotta tell me that. They was like, ooh, I'm gonna live like you from now on. I was like, listen, man, once you realize to just mind your own business.
I learned that in elementary school, bro. Me and one of my cousins, God rest his soul, we got into a fight in elementary school. Cause these two niggas was finna fight. I'm like, let them fight. It don't matter. If that's what they really want to do, let them do it. My cousin was trying to break it up, trying to like, mediate it, whatever. I was like, look, if they want to fight, let them fight. There's nothing you can do about that. That's their business, mind their business. Me and my cousin wind up getting in a fight. But it's like, I said that story to say, it's like, like, not minding your business could just always kind of necessarily lead to other, like, two cousins fought because one of the cousins ain't want to mind his business on something else. God rest his soul again. But it's like, yeah, man. Like,
and then, being the devil's advocate, man, shit. If you would have minded your business and let him mind their business, y'all probably still wouldn't fought either. If you would have just let him,
I would have just let him mediate the shit. Yeah, and I, all these years.